Here's our 1958 Plymouth, two-door Savoy. This is a car that we're going to make a junker-style Christine out of. We're waiting to see when we can get this thing in for body work and paint. But we are also consider selling it now as a great project, just to make room in the garage, because we got several more cars that we could just move up that we could paint if somebody wanted to buy this one as a project for themselves. This one has most of all the hard-to-get Christine type parts, meaning like the wings, all the moldings, inserts, everything basically you need to make a Christine that's on the car, fender spears, right grille, V, what have you. It's all on the car. This is actually a great running car. It has a 318 in it, 3-speed automatic transmission. So let's do a walk around, and then we're gonna basically look under the car. The floor pans are in great condition, no rust on the floor pans. There are some body area when this car was painted that are starting to fail, that will need to be redone, and I'll kind of point all those out. So let's just start on this corner. You can see we had some J.C. Whitney fender skirt trim pieces on top. Those screws are shown there. All the bumper wings on the car all can be restored. Some are nicer than others, but they're all there. We put a Christine style mirror. It's got some holes from the other mirrors that were on the car that were incorrect. All the glass in the car is pretty decent. It all rolls up and down, and I'll show that in a little bit when we take it outside, start it up. There's the Savoy holes from the emblem that were on the car. This side is probably the best of the two sides. There's some you can see some bubbling down there. Not terribly bad, but decent. Let's take a dive underneath here. Here's what I'm talking about, why this car is a great candidate for somebody. Look how nice the floor pans are. Really nice underneath this car. These mufflers look nasty, but they're glass packs, I believe. But you can see the floor pans are all representation of what I'm showing right here. Let's go back under here. Same thing. Here's the floor pans. Gas tank. Look at all the metal. All in great shape. That's the best thing about this car is no rust or very little rust under the pans on the bottom. These usually are, you know, rusted really bad. There's all the light, the backup light and turn light, all that's in there. Reverse light, I should say. So bubbling right in there. Coming around this side. All the wings are bolted on the car, but they're not drilled. So you could run this thing without wings if you wanted to. The plan was when we take it to paint, then we would drill the wings when the bumpers are off the car to anchor them to the actual bumper itself. But you get the idea what they look like on there. Let's go down this side right here. Decent. Worst spot probably in the car is this right down in here. Kind of see it right there. It's interesting, the body work on the outside has some failure in it right in the bottom down here, but the pans are in great shape. Same on the front fender right here, some body work. And that's the worst of it right there. Let's go under this side here. Same thing, look at the floor pans. In phenomenal condition. All original. So you could restore this car and make it a higher end car because the floor pans are so nice. You know, you're not going to spend a fortune on them. Here you can see the inside here. Glass pack mufflers. You know, you can see those exhausts a little bit older, but you know, that's easy to fix if you wanted to make it show quality. Put new exhaust on it. Take a peek under here. Here's the bottom of the doors. All of them are in good shape, which is really good. Here's the VIN number. Jams are decent. Interior of the car looks pretty good. It's got the original headliner in it. Seats are actually really nice for what they are. I don't know what type of material's on them, but it's real soft and feels good. Has the deluxe steering wheel. Has a cassette player that was in the car. Some other switches and that all can be removed later on down the road. I mean, this is all how it was when I got it, and also the previous owner said it was all in the car as well. But everything you need right here for a nice Christine's got a tack. There's the 3-speed push-button transmission. And we'll start it up, take it outside here in a little bit too as well. Let's come back here in the trunk. So here's the trunk. No rust holes in the trunk. Does have a nice little mat, but I'll take this up so you can see under here. This thing has a lot of undercoating that was put on it from earlier in its life. That's just, could be all scraped off and cleaned up. But you can see there's no rust holes in the car, in the trunk. You kind of represents what the outside of the car, or underneath the floor pans, I should say, looks like. Here's this side here. Again, most of these trunks have rust holes in them. And you see it's just all undercoating and stuff and material that they put on it to protect them from rusting that's on this particular trunk. That all could be scraped off. But in pretty good shape. Let's go up to the engine. There's a Savoy holes right there. Same thing, there was a set of mirrors there we removed, put some Christine mirrors. That's an antenna hole on the wrong side. So all that stuff would be filled whenever you do body work, or whenever we do it, if we decide to do this car. If we don't move another car up, there's the holes. Shows the fenders are in pretty good shape. There's the grill, wing. These wings are in pretty decent shape. You just got to take and have them re-chromed and a few dents taken out of them. Bumpers are in good shape. Let's go ahead and pop the hood here. Does have disc brakes on the front, I believe. I'll verify that in a little bit. So this car does stop really good. This engine runs probably the best one in the garage. It actually runs better than my Christine car from power standpoint. It does have an alternator on it. So mechanically, it's a good sound car that I think you could, drive it exactly like it is and not do anything. The tires on the car, those are Kragers underneath those hubcaps. I do have another set of older white walls that I can include and take those off if you really wanted something different. But probably something that it does need is a new set of tires and some white walls. That'll really set this thing off, regardless if we just drive it like it is or, want to restore it. It does have Spartan horns on it. Now let's peek underneath here. There's the disc brakes, you can see right there on the front. Disc brakes on the side. Car is just really dirty underneath here because the previous owner lived on a gravel road. So just kind of give you an idea. And this has been sitting here. It looks like it has a little oil drip there, but most part it doesn't leak oil. Nothing that's major or anything. Every one of these cars in my garage will leak oil. Just how those Plymouths are. They mark their spot, kind of like a Harley, I guess. Down here for a second here. See how easy the windows roll up and down. We do have the stainless that goes on the rib roof that goes down around. We do not have the drip rails. That's the only thing that we don't have, but we do have the stainless that goes on it. And both of these do have the end caps for the stainless right there. We just got to find a set of stainless drip rails that we can put on the car. But they're not included right now at this moment in time because we don't have a set that we want to, that aren't already spoken for, I should say. But there's a sneak peek of the car. Best thing to do is come out and look at it. Or I can FaceTime you if you're out of state and you want to look at it and see. We got a window to get this in for paint. So we're trying to decide if we want to sell the project and move another car up or not. But all depends on the market and anybody looking for a nice, pristine platform to build a project, or just keep it just like it is and drive it and enjoy it.